Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's pick a card reading, we are going to be diving into what is going on between you and your person. So this is really going to be like an energy check-in. So we're going to be looking into not only your person and where they stand when it comes to this connection, but we're also going to be looking at you and where you stand when it comes to this connection. We're also going to take a look into some timelines of what energies the connection is coming into in the near future. And then we will also be getting some advice for you, my viewer, on how you can best proceed when it comes to navigating this connection. So we have 4 different decks that we're going to be working with today. Deck number 1 is the Osho Zen Tarot. Deck number 2 is the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Deck number 3 is the Queen Alice Tarot. And deck number 4 is the Weird Cat Tarot. So take a second to think about your person, think about your connection, and I would love for you guys to just choose the deck that you are intuitively guided toward. So try not to just pick with your eyes, try to pick with your intuition. That's going to give you the most accurate reading about your situation. Whenever you guys are ready, you can fast forward to your reading using the timestamps down below. And if you enjoy videos like these, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. Hey there, group 1. So if you chose this clear quartz and the Osho Zen Tarot, let's go ahead and find out what's going on in this connection. So I'm going to be shuffling live on camera today. And what we're going to be doing with today's reading is finding out where they stand, where you truly stand, and what energies we can expect this connection to encounter coming into the near future. So let's get some information here. Let's find out first, where does pile 1's person stand when it comes to this connection? Where does pile 1's person stand when it comes to this connection? Okay, moment to moment. So this is moment to moment in this deck. This is representation of the 2 of Pentacles if we were doing a traditional tarot deck. So I do feel like your person is trying to balance a lot right now when it comes to this connection. It could be that they're balancing you with other commitments that they have outside of the connection. But either way, they're really like walking a tightrope when it comes to you. But the positive thing is that I do feel that they're doing it with a sense of calm and ease. But let's get a little bit more information here. Where does pile 1 stand when it comes to their person? Pile 1, where does my viewer stand when it comes to their person? Okay, so you guys are represented here by suppression. So I feel like for you guys, you're giving me like a very, very stressed out vibe when it comes to this connection. You're feeling really like weighed down by it, whereas your person has this lighthearted energy when it comes to the relationship. I almost am getting the sense that you, my viewers, are taking this connection a lot more seriously than your person is. They're coming across as very like carefree and like living in the moment. And it almost reminds me a little bit of the Fool energy where they're just like kind of leaping. You know, they're leaping from one stone to the next. They're not really too worried. They're flowing with grace. They're balancing everything with ease. You guys are over here almost like suffering in silence. You're suffering in the dark. You know what I mean? So I feel like you guys are really carrying the burden of this connection right now while your person is just like out there doing whatever they want. It feels a bit imbalanced to me. Let's go ahead and see why. Like, why is pile 2's person in this moment to moment energy? Why is pile 2's person in this moment to moment energy? I mean, I'm sorry, pile 1. Why is pile 1's person in this moment to moment energy toward them? Okay, let me put this in frame so you guys can actually see. So we got the schizophrenia card, which is representation of the Two of Swords. Look at that, 2 2s. Your person is trying to balance a lot in their personal life. And I feel like your person is also kind of, they're just feeling like very much at a standstill when it comes to this connection. I'm really getting the sense that they're feeling this elephant in the room. Like they're definitely feeling this, like a bit of stress from your energy, you know, because you're really stressed by them right now. And you're holding back, but they can feel that, but they're not addressing it. They're just choosing to approach it in this like very carefree, like whatever type of energy. Let's find out why you guys, my viewers, are coming across as the Ten of Wands energy here with the suppression card. What's going on in this connection for pile 1? Yeah, see, I feel like for you guys, this connection is not moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with, because we have slowing down here and it's pointing directly at your person. This is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like for you guys, your person is way too like just carefree and kind of like all over the place, where you're really somebody that is a hard worker. You're somebody that when you're in a romantic relationship, you're really gonna take those person's like burdens and the things that they have going on in their life, and you're going to try to take care of those things for them. Like you'll bear the burdens of the relationship because you're this really loyal, dedicated, you know, well planned out type of person. But I feel like with this, you know, we have the Knight of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck. It says intensity. This is what I'm saying. I feel like for you guys, this person is not moving with a sense of urgency and a sense of intention enough for you when it comes to this connection. So it's leaving you in a space of feeling really stressed out because they're just over here like lollygagging around, balancing all these things, you know, walking the tightrope kind of. Yeah. And you're over here like doing all the work and they're not addressing it. So let's go ahead and see, where is this connection headed coming into the near future? Where is this connection for pile 1 headed as we come into the near future here? Where is this headed coming into the near future? Collective energy for pile 1. Okay, so we have comparison. Oof. Yeah, you guys, I kind of saw that coming. I'm not going to lie. It definitely feels like you guys have a bit of an imbalance going on when it comes to this connection. So with the comparison card, this is also the same card as the Five of Swords. I feel like when it comes to this connection, there is like this element of tit for tat or competition, comparing certain things within the connection. I feel like you and your person are really having a hard time aligning and just like getting on the same page because there's this like lack of communication here. There's a lack of healthy communication. I think especially because your person's over here with this Two of Swords energy, this just being like suspended in the air, not addressing anything. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're barely holding onto this connection by a thread, but they're not communicating effectively with you about that. And that's really coming through here in this Five of Swords or this comparison card. I think that you guys are just really, really different in the way that you navigate relationships, or at least in the way that you're navigating this relationship. You know, you've got one person that looks and behaves one way, and then you've got another person that looks and behaves another way. And I see that there's a clear difference here. You guys are not coming together. I'm also seeing, you know, we have the Thunderbolt here, which is significance of the Tower energy. So I do see, I'm sorry, you guys, pile 1, but I do see that this is going to really come to a head at some point in the near future where this relationship may come crashing down. And I think it's going to leave both of you guys just in a space of just mental exhaustion, really overthinking things, really just like in your heads about it. Like it's not going to leave you feeling super clear-headed. Let's get some advice. So for pile one, what advice does pile one need to know regarding their connection with their person? What advice does pile one need to know regarding the connection with their person? What does pile one need to know? Ooh. Sorry, you guys. What does pile one need to know regarding their connection with their person? The Wheel of Fortune. So you guys need to kind of just flow with the changes at this time. You know, I feel like this connection could quite possibly be significant in terms of like you guys were meant to connect with this person to learn some really valuable lessons. And I think that I would take this card as advice to take your lessons so that you can really level up when you move on to the next connection. Or, you know, if you and your person come back together later down the line, like in the near future, I'm not seeing that, you guys. I'm just going to be totally honest. I really see you and your person, I see this connection coming to an end and you guys really like going your separate ways because you're feeling so defensive about one another. You know, so I would take this card, whether you go into a new relationship after this one or whether you and your person decide to reconnect like later on down the line. This is advice for you to take the lessons that you learned from this situation and be able to level up when you meet the next person. So don't repeat the same mistakes twice. You know, take some time to reflect on what you did learn and what were some key takeaways from this relationship. So you don't want to repeat this cycle again, okay? You know, I think for you guys, what I was seeing earlier, you know, there was a lot of you guys carrying the weight of the relationship while your person's over here just footloose and fancy free. You guys were the ones that are trying to put the hard work and dedication into the connection and they're not. You know what I mean? So I think it's a lesson for you all about, you know, balance and equal exchange of give and take. All right, guys. Well, I hope that this was able to help you out. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonated for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Bye. Hey, guys. So if you chose pile number 2, which is the Wheel of the Year Tarot, let's go ahead and see what's happening with you and your person. So let's just see, where does pile 2's person stand when it comes to this connection at this time? What is pile 2's person's position? The Wheel of Fortune, okay. Let's take a look at you guys. So where does my viewer stand when it comes to this connection with their person? Where does my viewer stand for pile 2? That's too many. Sorry, guys. And you guys are here with the 9 of Wands. So right now, like right off the bat, we're going to get some more information here in a second, but I can see that you guys, my viewers, are really in a space of feeling very guarded when it comes to your person. You guys are like almost trying to protect yourselves when it comes to this person. Oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck here too, we have the Tower. So I don't know if you guys have just gone through like something really major when it comes to this connection, like a major realization. Maybe you guys broke up. Maybe you guys got into like a really bad argument or like a really bad fight or something, but something big just happened and like blew the top off this connection. It's left you guys feeling like really guarded when it comes to your person, because this, whatever this was, I feel like it really, really hurt you guys. So you're trying to protect yourself right now. Your person over here is represented by the Wheel of Fortune. I want to get a little bit more information. I'm getting a sense that they're feeling like this is a very up and down type of cycle that they're in with you. And that wheel is just resting there. It's like, it's almost like they're taking a break as well. Let's get some more information. What is this Wheel of Fortune about for pile two's person? What is this Wheel of Fortune about for pile two's person? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you guys, your person is probably kind of PO'd at you right now. We have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys have probably known each other for a long time. You've been working on this connection for a really long time. There is a sense of working together here to bear the burden and put the work into this connection. But look, 5 of Wands, there's been a lot of arguments here. There's been a lot of conflict. And look at this, the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like there's been an imbalance of give and take in this relationship. There's one person here that I feel like is holding the power over this connection, and they're not giving as much as they could be. And that's been causing a lot of conflict here. Let me get a little bit more with your energy here, this 9 of Wands. What is this 9 of Wands about for the viewer for pile 2? What is this 9 of Wands about for my pile 2 viewers? 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. You guys are really guarded when it comes to this person. They have really hurt you. Or maybe if they haven't really hurt you, it's just because there's been this 5. Look, this 5 of Wands keeps showing itself here at the bottom of the deck. And here's that 6 of Pentacles again. I just reshuffled to get that. So these are common problems, like underneath it all when it comes to this connection. There's arguments and there's struggles here. I'm almost getting like a power struggle over balance and effort and energy put into the connection. I feel like your person is very passionate, meaning passionate like sexually, but also passionate, like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like they are mad, like they're angry with you, especially when I saw that tower earlier. Look at this little fiery man here dancing on the pole. Like, I feel like they are feeling so up and down about this connection because it's part of it is like their temper is what I'm getting. And you guys are really over here just, I do feel like there's a need for you guys to kind of like let go of any grudges that you're holding against this person. Because they're really feeling like with this Wheel of Fortune, I really am getting the sense that they're feeling really up and down when it comes to this connection. It's like, okay, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. And there's just been this big blow up that's happened. It's left you feeling guarded, but there's a need for you to like release some of that. You know, you're going to have to work on really forgiving your person and, you know, stop trying to withhold your emotions, because that's kind of like both of these cards to me, you know, are about holding back because you don't trust somebody. But if you want it to work, you're going to have to forgive them at some point, or else you just break up. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and see what energy this connection is going to come into in the near future. So what's coming in for pile 2's connection with their person? What's coming in for pile 2's connection with their person? Coming in for pile 2's connection with their person in the near future. So we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, I had a feeling this wasn't like a breakup for long. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck here. So I can see that you guys are eventually going to fix it and come back together, because there is reunion here. I do think for a little while, you know, there's going to be this element of like head in the clouds when it comes to this connection. I feel like you guys will find your way back to each other. Again, remember what I was saying? Your person, they feel like this connection is really up and down, up and down. you guys are going to come back together, and it's going to be like that blissful dream of like, okay, everything's all good. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But this, you know, the thing you have to be careful about with this is that like, it's very, like I said, head in the clouds. So even though it might feel really good and really, really like passionate and emotional right at first, you know, later down the line, you have to deal with the reality of the situation. You know, so I do see you guys reuniting with this person with the 3 of Cups. You know, to me, this is significance of coming back together with somebody who you have been in separation with. So maybe you guys are, you know, in separation right now, daydreaming about your person and they're daydreaming about you, really looking at the connection through rose-colored glasses, right? And you guys are going to come back together in celebration. And then we also have the 3 of Pentacles, which shows, you know, we're going to come together and reunite on an emotional level, but we're also going to come back together and reunite on a more like material level, meaning like we're actually going to put in the work to fix this, is what I'm getting here. I know that with a lot of people, like when we would see 2 3s here, we would automatically think third party situation, but I'm really not getting that, to be honest with you. I'm not really getting that from your person, so don't jump to that conclusion. But let's go ahead and get some advice for my pile 2 viewers. So what does pile 2 need to do with regard to this connection? What does pile 2 need to do with regard to this connection? What advice does pile 2 need to know regarding this connection with their person? Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles. And look, the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like for you guys, the viewers watching this, 7 of Pentacles, you want to just assess this connection and really, I'm getting a couple messages. Number 1, I would say, you know, if you're in this headspace of just exhaustion, not feeling like you can really trust this person and really open up to them fully, you may want to listen to that intuition, because the 7 of Pentacles is about taking a step back to really assess things, to really see if you are getting the return on investment that is significant to the effort that you've put in. So if you feel like you've put in a lot of work to this connection, and I feel like you guys have, if you feel like you've put a lot of work into this connection, you've got to make sure that you're being met halfway with your person. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that you're getting what you need out of the connection. And if you find that it's leaving you in this headspace more often than not, it might be worth, you know, walking away from for a little bit. However, the other message that I'm getting here is about patience too. I think that you guys need to be a little bit more patient with your person. And remember, your person is feeling like you are very up and down. You know, I think you spark their passion, but you also spark their anger, because you know, maybe like one day you guys are like this, and then the next day it's like this. You know what I mean? So I think they're having a little bit of a hard time with it as well. I think you guys need to be patient with yourselves, be patient with your person. I think this connection probably has a lot of potential, and I can see here that you guys are willing, you know, especially coming into the near future, there's a willingness to work together to get things back on track. But you've got to forgive. I'm seeing a lot of green too, and a couple of your cards, pile 2, that are significant to you. This also tells me that maybe your heart space, your heart chakra could potentially be, you know, closed or out of balance. There's a need to work on forgiveness here, and there's a need to work on opening yourself up so that you can fully connect with your person on a more emotional level, you know? And I also think with this Knight of Swords, it's a message here for you to really watch your words. You know, earlier we saw that card of the Tower that popped out, right? So something sparked a really big blow up here. And I think that there's a need for both of you guys in this connection to really watch your words and the way that you're showing up with one another. All right, pile 2. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this was able to shed some light on your situation. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates. And if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Bye. Hey there, so if you chose pile 3, which is this little turquoise stone and the Alice in Wonderland, I think this is called the Queen Alice Tarot. Let's go ahead and see what is happening between you and your person. So what I'm going to do first is just get an energy check on your person. So where does pile 3's person truly stand when it comes to this connection? Where does pile 3's person truly stand when it comes to this connection? Okay, so your person is represented here by the 9 of Pentacles. Let's get a little bit more information. 9 of Pentacles is like a very independent type of energy, but let's go ahead and see what else is going on with them. 7 of Pentacles, interesting. Okay, let me just like rearrange here for a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, put that over there. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you and how you're really showing up in this connection. And then I'll give you guys my assessment of what I feel is going on. So what's going on with pile 3? Where do they truly stand when it comes to their person? All right, you guys are my Queen of Cups. Let's get a little bit more information here. What is this Queen of Cups about for my viewers? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right, listen, guys. Here's what I see. So when it comes to this connection, your person is very much in a space of independence. Like you can even see very clearly here, like you guys, my viewers, I feel like this is crooked. I'm sorry. This is going to drive me nuts. I feel like, so you guys, my viewers, are here with this Queen of Cups energy. You're like actively offering your person this teapot and they're almost like brushing it away and looking in the other direction, which is crazy, right? Same thing down here too. It's almost like they're not even paying attention, at least not with the same effort. So here's what I feel, you guys. I think that your person is just very independent. I feel like they're more focused on their career and finances right now. And they're very much in this space of like, I'm single, I'm happy. I don't necessarily need a person in my life, but if they're around, like I'll enjoy them. But I don't necessarily see them in a space where they're really wanting to like give a lot in return, but they'll definitely accept what you give. With the 7 of Pentacles energy here too, I feel like your person may also be looking at you and assessing, you know, the level of work that they're going to have to put into this connection. You know, 7 of Pentacles, this is about like working really, really, really hard toward a goal or something, right? And when I see it in a relationship reading, it's almost like there's a sense of like assessment with this card that always resonates for me, where it's like, you know, somebody's assessing whether or not somebody is worth all of the effort that's going to have to be put into the situation. You can see here that this person, they're carrying their tools with them. It's like they've not even started working on this connection with you yet, but they're trying to assess whether or not they want to. And you guys, on the other hand, you're showing up as like the Queen of Cups. So you guys, I feel, are really like ready to be in a committed relationship. I feel like you are somebody who is just naturally very nurturing, very giving. You are a great listener. You know, you guys, you're very emotional. You're emotionally mature is what I'm getting. And I see that with this 10 of Pentacles, like you guys are really ready to build something. You're thinking about like family, you're thinking about like the long-term future when it comes to this connection. You know, I see you guys are really receptive and you're ready. It's just that your person, they're not really on that page with you yet, okay? Not yet. It doesn't mean that they won't be. I think they're just kind of trying to figure out if they're ready or they're wanting to put the effort into the relationship. So let's go ahead and see what energy this connection is going to encounter as we come into the near future. So what's coming in for pile three's connection with their person? What's coming in for pile three's connection with their person? What's coming into the near future for pile three? Okay, this one fell out. The Lovers. Okay, let's see what else comes through. The Nine of Wands. Okay. For a second there, I was like, okay, it's looking good, but here's what I see, guys. I do think that you and your person are going to end up coming together at some point in time. I do think this is a soulmate with the Lovers energy being here. I think that this is someone that you really are intended to learn a really important lesson from. I see you guys coming together. I see you guys connecting, but we also have this butterfly is really like catching my eye in this depiction of the Lovers. I feel like whenever you guys come together, there's going to be some sort of transformation of this connection. Something is going to happen between the two of you that's going to change this connection completely into something different. We then have the Nine of Wands energy. So I feel, again, like after you guys connect, there's this sense of guardedness, of defensiveness. I don't know, like if this period where you connect with this person, I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens, it's pushing you guys into this energy of almost like I'm almost getting like being at each other's throats. You know what I mean? Like we have these two animals here, like literally coming for one another. And the Nine of Wands, it is about having your guard up and about, you know, being suspicious. I'm almost wondering if when you guys come together with this Lovers energy, it's going to be more like sexual versus emotional. And just being honest with you guys, earlier, I didn't see a lot of emotions with your person, but I did see emotions with you because you guys are the Queen of Cups, right? You're in charge of your emotions. Something's going to happen here that's going to push both of you guys into this state of defensiveness toward one another. And I do ultimately see one or both of you guys feeling really like stabbed in the back, and betrayed in some sense of the word. And this, it doesn't have to be as like terrible as it sounds. Like this could even just be like something really small that happens that kind of flips that switch in your mind where it's like, no, I'm over this. You know, I don't really see this connection expanding in the near future anyway. But it kind of makes sense, you guys, because like beforehand, you know, when I was looking at your energies and how they mirrored one another, it's like your person is so independent and you're so giving. You know what I mean? You guys are really like evolved. I feel like you guys are really ready for a long-term committed relationship, and your person is still like figuring their stuff out. You know, they're more concerned about being independent. They're more concerned about their career, their money. You know what I mean? I feel like they're not really in the same headspace as you. So it kind of makes sense, like if you guys came together and it ended up being like more of a sexual connection, it would kind of make sense why like one or both of you would feel stabbed in the back toward the end, because ultimately you guys are wanting different things. If that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of advice for you guys viewing this. So what advice does pile 3 need to know regarding this connection with their person? What advice does pile 3 need to know regarding this connection with their person? What does pile 3 need to know? It's too many. I just want one. So what does pile 3 need to know? So we have the Knight of Cups. And we have the World at the bottom of the deck. So this could just be a cycle that your connection is going through. So, you know, again, this is near future. I think for you guys, this is just a message for you to I'm almost like getting the words just popped into my head, kill your person with kindness. So no matter what goes left in this connection in the near future, I think for you guys, it's just really important to be kind, which you are because you're the Queen of Cups. Be in control of your emotions. I think it's also important for you guys to, you know, communicate with your person about whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever it is that's on your heart. Just be emotionally available and communicative about what's going on. And I think just be receptive too. You know, like if your person decides that they're going to come forward and they really want to go for this connection, be receptive to that instead of being guarded to that. Yeah. I think that you guys won't have any problem with this. Like, I feel like with this Queen of Cups energy, you guys are just naturally really like sweet people. I also think too, another message that I'm getting with this Knight of Cups is just to pay attention to what your person is saying to you. Because when I think of the Knight of the Knight of Cups, I also think of somebody who has a very flowery way with words. You know, sometimes this person, I'm not going to lie, they can be a little bit of a BSer if you're not careful. And I'm not saying your person is, but I think that, you know, pay attention to what they say, you know, pay attention to the words coming out of their mouth and really, you know, see if that's in alignment with the way that they act, right? Yeah. So near future looks a little rocky, but I'm not necessarily seeing a lot of bad or negative energy between the two of you guys. Like I was saying with this World card coming up at the bottom of the deck, this could just be like a phase that this relationship is going through that'll help to propel you to the next level or the next lesson. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys that chose pile 3. Definitely drop me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates for you. And if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe. Bye. Hey there, so if you chose pile 4, which is this little yellowy crystal right here, and the weird cat tarot, let's go ahead and do a little energy check-in between you and your person. So what I'm going to do first is I want to find out what's going on with your person. Where do they truly stand when it comes to this connection? So where does pile 1's person truly stand when it comes to this connection? Sorry guys, that's way too many. Okay, so your person is represented here by the 7 of Cups reverse. So they've definitely had a wake-up call or reality check when it comes to you. Let's find out why. What's going on? Six of Wands. Something to do with their ego is what I'm getting here. Let's see. I think your person, look at that, and we have the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there has been some element of dishonesty here, some element of deception that's really caused your person to kind of come from a place of being on cloud 9 when it came to this connection to just like crashing down to the grounds. And it's bruised their ego is what I'm getting here with the 6 of Wands. Let's go ahead and see where you stand when it comes to them so that we can get a little bit more insight here. So where does pile 4 stand when it comes to their person? Fine. Where does pile 4 truly stand when it comes to their person? Yeah, you guys are holding back a lot from your person with that 4 of Pentacles energy. This is about like keeping your cards close to your chest and not wanting to open up. Let's see why. The Star reverse. So both of you guys, I think, have had some sort of reality check here when it comes to this connection, because that Star in the reverse, you know, sometimes the Star for me can be like a really fluffy energy too, like the 7 of Cups. Like where you're in a very dreamy state. You're very hopeful, you know, optimistic, head in the clouds sometimes type of vibe. You're healing, you're inspired, but there's been something that's gone down in this connection for both of you that's caused you both to kind of have sort of a skirt. And I'm seeing here with the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck that for you guys at least, like there's more of an emphasis on yourselves right now. Like, because this energy is very like, okay, like I'm single, I'm independent, want a man, don't need a man type of vibe, or want a girl, don't need a girl type of vibe. Like you're more focused on yourself and your finances and your material world. And look, we have the 6 of Cups in reverse right underneath of that. So this again, to me, is about being independent. And when the 6 of Cups is in the upright, this is about like being in spaces with people that make you comfortable. This would be about like getting out of your comfort zone. So maybe for you guys, something has gone down where like there's a little bit of a reality check here. I think for you guys, pile 4, you are probably once in a space of feeling really optimistic about this connection. And now I think there was probably a time where you felt like you could really see yourself being with this person. You could really see yourself being with them for the long term. You were really hopeful that something would work out. But now it's almost like the opposite of that, where it's like, I don't know anymore. And you're feeling really guarded and protecting yourself. You're not wanting to divulge a lot about what's going on with you to your person. And they're almost like, there's some sort of reality check here that like, okay, pile 4 is just not going to give me the recognition that I want. I feel like your person could be very ego driven. Like they like a lot of accolades. They like a lot of attention on them. They might be really into like social media and all that kind of stuff. You know, they might have even, another message that I'm getting here is that for your person, you know, maybe they had a lot of options at their disposal, because the 7 of Cups in the upright is when you know, sometimes it's when people have a lot of love interests and they're kind of exploring them and they're confused about what they want. I could also see this being as like them coming like crashing down to reality. Like, wait a minute, I actually want pile 4. I want to win pile 4 over, you know? But let's see, let's get a little bit more information. I feel like you guys are not with it. Let's go ahead and see. Coming into the near future, what's coming in for pile 4's connection with their person? What energy will this connection experience coming into the near future? King of Cups reverse. So there's an imbalance of emotion here. And this is collectively both of your energies. The Chariot reverse, so lack of direction, lack of focus. Nine of Cups reverse. Look at this. You guys, I think this connection is kind of donezo, because you've got the Devil in the reverse here. So I think probably at one time, maybe you and this person were like really like addicted to one another. You know what I mean? Like maybe you guys were just like really, maybe this was more of like a lower vibrational connection, like a sexual connection, or just you guys were really, really obsessed with one another. But I see that collectively, the two of you are really kind of breaking out of that. You're really breaking out of that with the Devil reversed. Honestly, you guys, it's good, because the Devil energy is like, yeah, you're tied to somebody, but it's like a lower vibration. It's not a healthy relationship. Look at that, 6 of Pentacles below that. I feel like there was also an emphasis in this connection when it came to equality, like balance, equal balance of give and take, equal balance of effort and energy being put into the connection. Something was off with that. And I see both of you guys are breaking free. It makes sense why your person is kind of like having that reality check. Like, oh, pile 4 is like not giving me the time of day right now. So I don't know. I remember earlier I saw that Seven of Swords. There was a little bit of that deceptive energy going on with your person. So I don't know if you guys found something out about, you know, some of their antics behind the scenes and you were like, bye, you're not getting this. But it definitely gave them a nice little reality check to their ego, that's for sure. So coming into the near future, what I'm seeing, guys, is it almost just feels like this connection is just fizzling out. And again, this is the near future. So like, take what resonates for you. Maybe later down the line, there's always possibility that things can get back on track if that's what you both really want. But what I'm seeing as the energy stands right now, you know, near future energy, we have the King of Cups, Chariot reverse. Both of these are reversed. Nine of Cups reverse. So I'm seeing that there is an imbalance of emotion when it comes to this connection. It's like I'm getting a real lack of wanting to take care of one another emotionally and just being a little bit out of sorts from things. With that Chariot in the reverse, again, to me, this is about like not having a clear direction or a clear path, a clear goal about where you want this relationship to go. It's like nobody's really taking the reins here to like push it forward with a sense of purpose. We're just kind of like letting it flow all over the place, which makes sense because King of Cups is like emotions flowing all over the place. Like it's just very chaotic energy. And with this Nine of Cups in the reverse, to me, this is lack of wish fulfillment. This is also, for me, sometimes this is like, you know, an energy of emotional codependence when it's in the reverse. It's like you're wanting somebody else to be responsible for your emotional needs. And this is collectively. And honestly, guys, that would kind of make sense with this Devil energy here. To me, this can sometimes represent a relationship that is like addictive or what we call like overly dependent or codependent, I guess is a word that some people use. But I can see here that there's an energy of like needing the other person to feel emotionally okay. And if that doesn't resonate, it's almost just like a lack of wish fulfillment. You can just take it as that, like it's just not coming together. So let's get some advice for you guys, the viewers. So what do my pile 4 viewers need to know? How should they move forward with regard to this connection with their person? Nine of Pentacles reverse. Look at that. 2 9s. And here's another 9 with the Hermit. You guys need to look up the number 9 and see what significance that has for you. To me, this is about being kind of close to the end of closing out some sort of cycle. Or when I say cycle, I mean like a lesson, a big life lesson that you've been learning. Probably when it comes to relationships, since this is a relationship reading. So advice for you guys, you're at the 9 of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. I think that there's a real need for you guys, pile 4, to focus on your own independence outside of this relationship, okay? Like there's a need for you guys with this Hermit energy here to go inward and reflect on this connection and really find illumination in the lessons that you learned from it so that you can level up. You're at level 9 right now. We got to level you up to level 10, close out the cycle and be ready for newer and better energies to come in for you in the future. Okay. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like, kind of like how I was talking about, this is like emotional dependence on another person. This can even sometimes be like financial or material dependence on another person. And with both of these being in the reverse energy here, you guys need to focus on your own security, like your own independence. So like, what does that look like for you? Does that mean you focus your time on hobbies outside and independent of this connection? Is it your friendships? Is it your finances, your career? But whatever resonates for you guys, but it needs to be like you being confident to stand on your own. And you almost need to be able to embody this energy of like, I want a man, don't need a man. You know what I mean? Because in this energy, it's like, I need you to support me. And that's never a place you want to be in. That's where that Devil energy comes from that we saw earlier, okay? So I think that's all that I have for you guys. Pile 4, please let me know how this resonated for you. Drop me a comment down below. And if you enjoy this video, as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.